Hi guys. I don't know if this is professional for YouTube, but I haven't shown my face in a long time, so I just thought I should say hi. How have you been? Thank you so much for supporting and watching my YouTube videos. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so that you don't miss out on my uploads, and also enable notifications so that every time there's a new video you are notified. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through how I made this cake. This cake was for a hunter, and I decided to make it a tree stump and put some animals on it and a hunting gun. So the inspiration is basically that when you are using whipped cream, you can also be artistic. You don't have to be stuck with the palette knife and the scraper only. You can make use of your brushes, make use of your skewers, make use of literally anything, your cutters and stuff, to come up with inspiring fresh cream or whipped cream designs. After applying my outer coat, I'm going to brush the top of my cake using a brush and cocoa powder paste, which I made earlier on. This is just milk and cocoa powder. I'm going to take a fork and go around my cake so that I can create an impression of annual rings on the top of my cake. Remember, this is going to be a tree stump, so I need it to look like it has got annual rings on top. Then I'm going to take the same brush and brush the sides of the cake as well. This helps to create different shades of color, different shades of brown on the tree stump. Using a brush, I'm going to texture the side of the cake, more like use the brush to create back marks on the cake. Just randomly do this. Some of the strokes should be straight, some should be curved and wavy, so that you get a back texture. I intentionally left the cream to set a little bit so that when I'm now using my brush on the cake, I can get that beautiful texture that's as a result of the cream setting. That's gonna give me a beautiful back impression, because a tree bark is not smooth, so I intentionally let it set a little bit. And also using a fork, I'm going to make more impressions to make it look rough and rustic. So you repeat this process until you are happy with the texture. I'm happy with the texture. The next thing I'm going to do is to pipe my whipped cream onto the cake to create root-like impressions on the tree stump. So after I've piped my roots onto the tree stump, I'm going to take a brush and slightly brush on top of the piping so that the roots blend into the rest of the To be honest, when I started filming this video, I was like, is this thing going to come out? But I'm happy with the progress so far. I'm happy with how it's starting to look like a tree stump. So I'm just slightly going to perfect the edges so that it's not straight right there on the ground. The next thing I'll do is to airbrush onto the cake. So I'm starting off with a goldish gel color, which I diluted using vodka, 40% alcohol to slightly thin it so that it passes through my airbrush. So for this cake, I'm using different shades of brown to give it a realistic look. I mean, when you look at a tree, it has got different shades of color, and that is exactly why I keep on using different shades of brown. I'm happy with the gold that I've used so far. Now it's time to switch on to another color. This is our purple bicol brown color, which I'm going to switch on to. I've diluted it with vodka 40% as well to thin it down. This is a shimmer color. I'm using this shade last because it's going to add shine to my cake as well as that dark tone to the tree stump. I'm so excited with how the cake is looking now. This is exactly what I had envisioned. So I'm going to add these are crushed biscuits, which I used a mini mill. You can use a blender to do the same, to crush them so that I create an impression of more like sand on the base of the tree stump. I'm going to move on to adding my decorations, which I prepared a night before. These are edible prints which I stuck onto fondant and I let them dry overnight, so now they are firm and dry and I can put the animal on top of the tree stump. And then I also did the same with the gun. This is a picture which I printed on edible paper and I stuck it again on plastic icing or fondant so that it can be firm and stand firmly on the side of the cake. So the last thing I'm going to add onto the cake is a birthday message for the birthday boy. So this is basically it, guys. To be honest, I was so scared when I started doing this cake, when I suggested this design to the client, because I wasn't sure if it was going to come out or not. But I'm so happy with how it came out. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel and turn on notifications. If you feel like this was helpful, share it with your friends as well. So the last thing that I'm going to do to make it look more realistic is to pipe some grass in the base of the tree stump.